I'm going to tell you what you have to do when you're a nihilist. I'm going to give you some tips on never taking responsibility for yourself. A true nihilist blames everybody else for their shortcomings and they never take responsibility. So I'm going to give you 5 things that you can blame for your problems instead of blaming yourself. Okay, nihilist. The first thing you have to blame for your dysfunctional life is, and why you became a nihilist, the first thing starts only when you're a little tiny little kitty and the little kitty running around. And who was there? Your mommy and your daddy. And it's all their fault that you haven't accomplished anything. And it's all their fault why you're so fucked up. Nobody else is, it's not your fault. You're a nihilist. You don't take personal responsibility for your own shortcomings. It's everybody else's fault. You know that? It's your mommy and daddy's fault. They didn't give you enough hugs. They beat you that time you put the cat in the washing machine. All you were doing is trying to give Mr. Fizzle a bath. But no, people, they said, hey, they gave you a spanking. And now the Democrats say it's bad to spank kids because you were spanked, you're fucked in the head for the rest of your life and can never accomplish anything. You can't even try to do anything important with your life. Or weed, you just get you might just get a minimum wage job working at McDonald's till you die. That's the first step of being a nihilist. And that's the first reason not to take personal responsibility for your own life. You gig it. Hello, friends! And this is number 2, the second reason in your life not to take personal responsibility. The second reason is the super rich / elite. People who have more stuff than you are keeping you down and they should give you some of this stuff. How dare they keep this stuff? How dare they? They may have worked hard for it, but you deserve this stuff. Why do they get to have money and nice things and you don't? You can do, what are you going to do? Try to wake up early and try to change and work on yourself and fix your own problems? Fuck that! Fuck that! Nihilists don't try to work on themselves. The only thing a nihilist does is blame others. You know, all those rich people up in the Ivy League towers, it's all their fault. It's all their fault you don't have anything. The fourth thing you can blame in your life for your other thing you can blame for your problems is, the number 4 thing is addiction. Yeah, you have an addiction problem and it's not your fault, it's a disease. Addiction is a disease because it's the only disease that you force upon yourself. It's the only disease that you get to give yourself for people to feel sorry for you. And as a nihilist, you love sympathy and pity. You want everybody to feel sorry for you because you feel sorry for yourself because you're a piece of shit. And what you do is, so if you have a problem with this, or this, it's not your fault because you have a disease. You have a disease. People go to say nobody made you touch it, but once you had a sip of whiskey or something, or once you had a whiff of a beer and it made you an alcoholic. Nothing you did. Not like you don't go to the church and choose to buy alcohol. It's not like you don't choose to go to the doctor and get you to give you pills. It's like you're just powerless. You're just powerless. It's just powerless over you. You know something. You know something. It's true. Absolutely true. You can blame for your problems is depression because you're depressed, because you're such a petty person. You can't see outside yourself. You can't see it's a bigger world and outside a little sadness, and all you do is wallow in self-pity and you let the darkness engulf you. And they said, a lot of these scientists say that depression isn't an illness, it's just thinking too much about yourself. Those scientists are wrong. Your brain chemicals make you sad, and it makes it, and you know what? Everybody should understand that you're sad. Everybody should understand that you're depressed. You know that? Why do you think it's somebody else's problem? You think this real disease, you know what? It's like, depression is like having a disease, like cancer or something. You get all the pity and sympathy, and everybody feels bad for you, and they give you little pats on your hair, and they go, oh, poor Sammy, he's depressed. And you know what? you can be depressed and everybody feels sorry for you. You can use that excuse not to accomplish anything. You can sleep in bed. You think, because you're the only person who ever gets sad. You're the only person who gets depressed. Nobody ever feels down. Nobody ever feels depressed. It's not like people who have jobs and get up and do YouTube videos don't ever feel depressed. No, they don't. They don't get you depression. You're the only person who gets depressed in the whole world. People had pets die and family members and horrible tragedies, but they don't understand your depression. It's people with cancer and AIDS and horrible diseases with birth defects, and they have diseases where the ventricles of their hearts swell up, but they don't get your depression. Because you're a selfish piece of shit. And that's what you are, and that's what every true nihilist is, a selfish piece of shit. And too unhappy to see anything outside their own little world, outside their bubble. So they wallow in pity and depression, and they blame everybody as they fade off into obscurity. And they wish they could go into the oblivion of darkness, but they can't, because they're nothing but a piece of shit. And we're nothing but a piece of shit, and nothing matters. Because we're nihilists, so we want to be depressed. We could find happiness, we could get a pet, we could go for a walk, we could do a dance, we could even drink and be merry. But we don't do that. We pity ourselves. We fucking pity everything. And we see the worst in everything. We watch the news every night. And we watch the news like it's dogma. We listen to Joe Biden like he's a god. You know he's not. And we watch and we feel helpless and we feel powerless and we give into that. And we give into the media and we give into the social media. And we sit on social media and care about what other people do. And we try to show our pathetic lives to other people. And we whine about what politicians we like. And we whine about what we believe in. And we whine if a man's a man or a woman's a woman. And we whine and we blame Dave Chappelle. And we blame the dumb and we blame the police. And we blame everybody else. And we blame our neighbors. And we blame nobody. But we never, ever take self-responsibility for a thing. That's being a true nihilist. That's truly being a nihilist. It's never taking responsibility for yourself. And that's why depression is a fifth reason not to take responsibility for yourself. I'm out of here, folks. I'm going to...